doesn't have to be exactly centered. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd like it to be exactly centered, but I'm not going to be anal about it. That's a little bit better there. So now what we want to do is want to expand this a bit. Not a whole lot. I want it to be the exact same size as this bar down here, but I want it to be bigger than it was. Right about there should be good. Alright, now what we want to do is to go to polygons. We want to hit U, so we can select the polygons here. And then we go to modify polymesh, extrude along curve. And we pick the curve. So per knot, or we can just go 10. Now we gotta do it the other way. Yeah. So we'll move it over to this side when we're ready to do it. To move it around after we're done editing it here. Alright, so 10. That looks pretty good. If I did 9, looks kind of crappy. Well, it looks a little more correct. 11, 10, 9. Whoops. 9 is the number of places there, but it doesn't look quite round enough, so I wanted to go with 10. 10 looks a little bit more round. 11's too much, so it's 12. So it starts to really mess up the shape of it, as you can see. Kind of moves in and stuff, so 10's probably the highest you want to go. Or rather, maybe one more than the number of knots that you have on your curve is what you want to go. It's the max you want to go. We'll try it with 10 and see how it looks in game. Oops. Pretty close. So Let's go to points. Let's stick with 9. 10's a little just too weird. I guess that'll do. So now what we want to do is we want to move this back over into place, first of all. And then we want to duplicate this arch. Actually, what we'll do is first is we'll texture it. Material, Fong. I'm going to go with from file, image, hotel, railing. That's interesting. Textured. I've got the textured one on this. We'll do the solid color on this one. It's actually a custom gold color I made in Paint Shop by using yellow and then adding in a bunch of different darker colors like orange, red, some black, brown, actual gold. Yeah, that's kind of strange, and watching my door kind of move back and forth on its own. Didn't know this fan had the power to do that. Oh, I'll leave it where it is. Not gonna get up and fix it. But this is the result of it. And then I also did a textured version of it. But we're gonna try the just a flat one on the railings here. Just because we won't have to edit it or manipulate it or anything, it'll just be the way it needs to be. With this one, we actually had to change the texture scaling so that it was looked properly, looked correct actually, not proper, but looked right. Otherwise, it looked too fake, if you will. I ended up just going with the flat texture though, because it's a lot easier to deal with. So all we have to do is just move this to the next spot here. So Control D, V, just an approximation. That's about right. And then we just can go Control D for the rest of these. It should put them where they need to be. I'll also have to go through and alter some of them, I think. I don't think they'll be exactly where they need to be, yeah. But in general, it puts them about where they need to be. So again, I'm not going to put them exactly on point where they're supposed to be. If I ever do that, it'll be when I go to release the game. I'll go back through and put them back where they should exactly be at. Just for the or rather when the model is completely done. But just for now, since this is an alpha, but it doesn't really matter too much where they're at, as long as they're in the general vicinity of where they need to be. What the hell? Alright. So, back over here. Up. just tediousness at this point. Just gotta go through each one and put it about where it needs to go. Then we're getting towards the end because we're getting closer to the actual spots now. Where they're supposed to be in. I think that's a indication we're getting closer to the other side here. Oh, we still got quite a few to go. They're more than halfway though. Oh, I need to post back over here, don't I? I think that's what it is. Crap. So I make sure I'm putting in the right one here. Or actually, we could just do this. Input, forced spawn at entity origin, yeah. Crap, should have said quick reply. Alright, case closed. For that. Anyway. I'm gonna close that now. And then that one should be on where it needs to be. Alright, so now what we need to do is need to select these, then hit freeze and freeze. Next what we need to do is go to the object view here, object viewer, and we need to select everything else. Actually, probably just be easier to do. All of those, delete. So what are these as then? They're not even listed in here, are they? What the hell? That's kind of weird. Oh, here they are. They're in here. I see. Gotcha. So we take these, delete those. Crap. Guess we can't delete those. So we'll delete these instead. Next we'll do the VMF stuff there. Then we'll get rid of these meshes here. That should leave us with only the stuff we need. Just the archways. So go File, Save As, Arch. Okay. And yes, I want to overwrite it. Now we go back through, undelete everything. And we do the opposite now. So I'm going to get rid of these curves. And get rid of these other cylinders here. And do the same thing with everything else here now. But leave the stuff here. And then we go File, Save As, and then save it as the railing. And then we undo it all again. And we save it as the master file here. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll just select each of these other scenes here, the rail and the archways, and here's what we do now. Select all of them, go to Transforms and freeze all transforms. So now when we render it out, it'll be rendered out correctly, or compile it out, it'll be compiled correctly. So let's go to valve source, export SMD, D. Let's save it as railing SMD. And go. Then save it again as the idle skeletal animation. Okay, and do the same with, or I guess we'll save it too. Then do the same with the archway. Alright, and then we can compile them. So we'll go to Gaming Tools, HL2, we need to have SDK open. Close that, GUI Studio model. Let's see, file, load QC file, Rail, open, and compile. And while it's doing that, we need to edit the Archway QC file. Actually, no, we need to modify the VMF or VTF TM files, I believe. Materials, models, C25, hotel, railing. Yeah, I need to create a flat, or just a regular. Rename to railing. VMT, gotta take off that and leave the normal. Save. Close. Minimize. Then we'll load the Archway file. Actually, no, before we even do any of that, damn it. We need to move these over here. Duh. Of course we have to. Let's copy them there. It's faster that way. Alright, recompile it. Then we'll do the Archway as well. I'll need to get in a hammer to modify the map file. Ooh, wait a second, go up here. Load rail. Okay, so that was the loaded QC file command then. Yeah. Or wait. Yeah, completed rail. Rail. Loaded QC file. Yeah, okay, so that's right. Hammer now. Just because I have to move the Archway back over to its correct place. Right now, it is kind of off to the side, sort of. There. That's where it should be. So we'll go ahead and save this. I don't have a cube map in here, do I? That's probably why it looks so weird. Let's put one of those in before I build it. And let's go ahead and build it. And we'll jump into the game and finish off this developer's vlog. '26th, huh? Alright. Close all this out. Don't need it anymore. and I'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at that map now. So C25 underscore rail pathway. And here we are. Actually, let's build the cube map. Whoa, what the frick? That's kind of crazy. Oh, it's because of the settings I have. It's reflecting what's around it, which is this checkered thing making it look weird. But here we go. This is essentially what it'll look like when it gets in game. I may decide not to do this reflective surface. I need to do the hitboxes too. I almost forgot about that. I'm gonna use the same reflective surfaces thing that I did with the as I did this time, just because it looks so bloody weird. But this is a general basic skeleton of what it's gonna look like. The next versions will actually be sections that break off and go downstairs and around other areas to better suit what it's going to be used for. But this is it for right now. What was it now? Like, I guess 3 months? No, more than that. Like 4 or maybe even 5 months of just aggravation trying to get this damn thing to work, and here we go. It's about damn time. Also, the problem with the texture was that I had the VMT done incorrectly, so I also got that fixed too. I'm not sure which looks better, if the flat looks better or if it's the texture that looks better here. I don't know, tell me what you think in the comments. So I'm not really sure which one looks better. Flat looks okay, but the texture has a little bit more definition to it. Anyway, thanks for watching these videos. Hope you enjoyed them. I'm still going to be doing work on the mapping side of things, but there won't be any of that in this developer's vlog series. So you have to check out the update on ModDB for any of the mapping stuff that I get to over the next couple days here. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below in the comments section. Feel free to like the video as well. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next month.